None of these take more than 1 minute, but together they quietly save me hours every single week and across 4 weeks every single month. So let's get into 17 1 minute time savers that I use. I will be giving concrete examples, sometimes digital tools that I use in order to achieve these 17 1 minute time savers. And hopefully you can institute some of these into your life if you feel called to do so. So let's get into it right now. So, for number one, choose a platform with strong search indexing. This has been such a time saver for me. For example, on my MacBook, I literally cannot find anything. Like, my desktop is a mess. I would be embarrassed to even show it. I can never find anything in Finder, can never find documents. It just doesn't have great search indexing. That being said, there are platforms like Notion and Slab, which it's kind of similar to Notion, that have really good indexing. So if you search a phrase or something that you wrote down within a document or perhaps the title of a document, it shows it so quickly and it's just way easier to find stuff. So I will link like PDFs or Google Docs and stuff like that within Notion, and that way when I need them, I can actually find them instead of looking like through my MacBook. Same thing goes for Google Photos. So Google Photos has an amazing search indexing built within it, and AI-based search indexing. So for example, if you were to look up like yellow sweater or something random like that, it is actually going to like come up with any photos that have something like a yellow sweater in it. And that has been so helpful for me. You can look up truly anything really. Same thing goes for like faces and stuff like that. It's very good at, bunching the same face together and stuff like that. So I don't know what type of technology they're using on the back end there, but it is super effective and definitely worth like the subscription for me at least. So that is number one. Moving on to number two, pin 3 tabs you always open. So that is pretty self-explanatory, but basically utilize like bookmark or shortcut or pin features within like whatever browser you are using. It is going to be game changing because you're typically, if you're like going over to like work either on like personal admin or actual work, you are going to be using like the same like sites or platforms anyway. So why not just streamline that? Number 3 is one-click meeting note templates. So I have a couple examples here. These are actually just free templates that you can get within Notion. And it just makes it streamlined, easier, reduces a little bit of the think work that would be going into, taking meeting notes and stuff like that. If it is maybe not even meeting note, but like if you want to use it in a personal context, like journal templates and stuff like that, that all exists within Notion as well, or you could create your own. So that is super helpful to me personally. Maybe it could be something that you would benefit from as well. Next is turning recurring tasks into SOPs. I've talked about this a lot before, and I included like a screenshot from like here, let me see if I can like make this bigger. A screenshot from the actual SOP system that I have for myself. So this is like a morning, like getting ready to leave the house kind of one. So it's like shower, hair, makeup, drink some coffee, like mindfully, like without my phone, do some journaling. And then as you can see, this is the title for like the next table that I have, which is like work morning check-ins. So like which emails I need to check, like which project management platforms I need to go in and stuff like that. So super helpful for me personally, highly recommend. Moving on to number 5, it is email labels. So I have an example right here. So I don't actually have anything in it, I just made it as an example, but labels are super easy to make. You can just press on the create new label, and it could be like travel or something like that. It is reserved, okay. So for example, what I've done is if I'm going to like say Mexico, and I want to put like all my confirmations, hotel stuff, flights, all in one, then I would create like Mexico, and then, you can change the color and stuff like that. So that is my email label hack. Moving on to number 6 of 17 is separate email for subscriptions. Actually got this idea from a YouTuber, Kelty O'Connor. She's like a fitness kind of wellness YouTuber. She has a separate email for all of her like clothing subscriptions, like if she's subscribing to like Lululemon or Aritzia and stuff like that. And I thought it was kind of an interesting idea. So that is a hack for if you want to kind of keep a spam-free inbox, but you still have like maybe newsletters and stuff like that you enjoy subscribing to. So make a separate email. Like just make like, I don't know, janedoe0001@gmail.com, whatever you want. Super cool hack in my opinion. Number 7 is the daily top 3 rule. So make everything else optional, and it prevents over planning. So pick like 2 to 3 things that you're like, I am gonna crush this today. I'm gonna get these done today. And it just helps you know what you should be actually pouring your time and effort into. Number 8 is be scrappy. So like, do not always be a perfectionist. If you are always a perfectionist, like you're not gonna get stuff done. Like, truth be told, it's kind of sad, but that's just the way it is. So I think like a lot of people that are very successful actually are okay with sometimes compromising on quality in order for speed, because that's just like the way of the world. It's important to, just like for a business, might be important to be on the market first. Of course, you still need to have a good product, but it's really important to like beat out other people that are maybe working too slowly. So there's something to be said for lowering your expectations just slightly and doing things slightly more scrappy. Number 9 is to theme your days. So admin day, creative day, errand day, these are all examples, and you can also fit them to your energy level. Like if you are feeling really high energy, then maybe use that day to do like some really like deep work tasks that are very difficult or very like brain heavy. If you are having like kind of an off day, then maybe that's the day to go run errands or do things like that. And it doesn't have to be like the full day. Sometimes I'll have like maybe an admin morning and then the afternoon for something else. But I think that type of like theme-based time blocking is super effective. Number 10 is capture thoughts instantly. So if you are thinking of something on the go, actually like write it down or make a voice memo, or what I often do is I will literally write an email to myself, and then I'll just like just no body, no text body, and the subject line will just be like something like follow up with XYZ, like just so that it's not bothering me, and then it'll be in my email. I can deal with it later. I do this on vacation all the time. When I get back from vacation, I have like 20 different emails from myself with random thoughts, or like sometimes it'll be like ambitious thoughts or like things I want to get into, or like a hobby that I saw somebody doing and I'm like, oh wow, that's so cool, I want to try that. So it could be like personal or work stuff, but capture thoughts instantly so they're not like subconsciously weighing you down, knowing that you have not actually documented that anywhere. Number 11 is a home for everything. So keys, chargers, headphones, whatever it is, have a home for everything. Like be like American Psycho level organized. It is literally going to help you so much. The time that we spend searching for stuff, or even the stress of like not having our stuff together, that is going to over time weigh us down, slow us down as well. So yeah, be like freakishly organized. It makes a big difference. Duplicate essentials. So this is sort of, I've heard a lot of like productivity YouTubers talk about this, is like, even though it costs extra money, like have one charger per room. Like don't like move your charger around, have one notebook per bag, stuff like that. I will say I'm definitely guilty of not doing this all the time, just because like it's sometimes like feels wasteful to like be buying multiple of the same thing. But I do think it's a really interesting concept because it does take time to like keep carrying stuff around, and like then it's very easy to forget stuff, of course, if you only have one of each. So I think this is a super interesting thing to institute. 13 is to batch scheduling. So putting all calls on like one day, and this will protect deep work time. I've known a lot of like entrepreneurs that will only book meetings like 1 p.m. onwards, for example, so their morning's always deep work, and then by the time it's the afternoon, they're like a little more tired and stuff anyway. So then having that that social engagement is actually, kind of energizing, and then that deep work time, they already got that while they were high energy in the morning. So I think that is a great hack. Obviously, we don't all have the flexibility to do that, but when you have the ability to, when you do have control over your own schedule, it's a great thing to do. 14 is rules instead of decisions. So if it takes like under 2 minutes, just do it now. Don't deliberate, like, is this worth my time? Am I gonna do this task? Like, just do it. Like, it will serve you best in the long run. If not, schedule it. Don't like let it be floating around on a piece of paper. Like, actually go in your calendar and choose when you're gonna do the task. Number 15 is one-click timers. So it like starts your focus instantly. And I have an example here. So this is from like the same sheet that I was showing earlier, where I have all my SOPs. I have like deep work Parkinson's session. So it's like if you press that, it'll give me multiple timer options, timer buttons, like 30-minute work block, 90-minute work block, etc. Super handy. And it also just gets you into the pattern of actually like timing your work into those blocks, into those succinct blocks. Number 16 is work during peak energy. So kind of goes back onto what I was saying before. Hard tasks early, maybe do admin when tired, errands when tired, meetings when tired. That being said, if it's a meeting that requires a lot of brain power, maybe not. But anyway, just trying to plan around your energy. And lastly, number 17 is quit at a stopping point. So this prevents burnout and it allows you to restart earlier tomorrow. So have a time where you're like, I'm going to end work at this time. Chances are, if you actually set an end time, you will finish the task by that time because you're going to have that deadline. And that is super, super important. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. 17 1-minute time savers that save me hours every week and month, and hopefully can for you as well.